I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that today's second date update involves probably the worst first date story we've ever had.
No. We had a girl poop herself in the back of a car.
Yeah,
She's right.
but I think this might be worse. We've had people get blown off and ditched on a first date. That happens quite a bit, more than you think, but we've never had anybody call in who got ditched 2 times on a first date by 2 different people.
Oh. But I guess kudos to you to having 2 different people set up for a first date in one night. No, I'm
guess.
trying to find a silver lining already.
That's what her email said. I don't really know how it worked, but she got ditched by 2 different guys on a first date in the same night.
Huh.
Her name's Patricia. Patricia, what's up?
Hi.
Hey,
What?
you know what? We were going to do your second date update, but I got to run real quick. I'm sorry.
No. That's cold.
How did you get ditched by 2 people on the same night?
So I matched with this guy from Tinder. So we decided to meet up and get drinks. And, I thought everything was going good. And he decides to go to the restroom. And like 10 minutes goes by, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I was like, well, at first I thought, well, is he okay? Like, 'cause sometimes, if you feel sick from something, it's really embarrassing to talk about that. So I texted just to say, hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
Didn't hear back. So I was like, all right, well, I know what this is.
Yeah.
Has this
Dude,
happened to you a lot, Patricia? It sounds like you're like, all right, well, this has happened to me before.
No, no, I even ghosting is a thing that happens on text. So I was like, oh, real ghosting. Cool.
Yeah, and that's like way worse than someone just not showing up for a date. Like that means they met you, they got the first impression, and they decided they didn't like it.
Yeah, salt in the wound.
Well,
And,
I will say it is brave for you to call and make this all public after it happened. So
yeah,
continue.
so then I was going to stay positive, so I decided to hang out and, have a few more drinks and, enjoy myself. And I ended up meeting this other guy, but I had already had plenty to drink. And the conversation is great from what I can vaguely remember. And I know we made out and exchanged numbers because I have this number in my phone.
And did you?
So were you just sitting
Wait,
there
yeah.
after your date ditched you, just kind of drowning your sorrows? Like, does anybody want to talk to me? Because my date just left.
I hadn't quite reached that point yet, but I was with the mindset like, I'm going to make the best of this. I'm not going to let him ruin my night, even though he's a jerk.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this great.
That's awesome. So did you approach this second guy?
Well, he approached me, which kind of helped my ego a little bit after that
Yeah.
first burn.
You needed that.
That could help.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the conversation was great. We exchanged numbers, but I don't remember a whole lot. I know he put me in an Uber, and I think his name was Pete.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you
You
don't even know
think?
his name.
I'm 60% sure that his name is Pete, but then 30% says Mark, and I don't know about the other 10%.
So what?
Well, the other 10% is just a wild card.
Yes.
Patricia, we've all had those nights where we don't remember somebody's name, but why would you want to follow up with them?
Well, but I do remember that the kissing was really good.
Oh.
Okay.
And, I mean, it's nice to, put someone in an Uber and make sure that they are safe. And, I remember having fun. I just don't remember his name.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that who you want us to call today? You want us to call Pete or Mark or Mr. 10%?
So I've got 2 numbers. I have the number of the original guy, and his name's Oscar.
No, screw Oscar.
Okay.
Screw
So do
Ditch
you want us
Boy.
to-
You're not wasting our energy on him.
I have the number for Oscar, who is cute and funny, and I enjoyed spending time with, even though he ditched me. But then I also have the number for Pete.
Okay.
And, I liked both of them, and I would go out with either of them again.
So we've got 2 phone numbers for Oscar and another guy whose name might be Pete. So which one do you want us to call?
Maybe both.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Like-
Yeah.
You want us to call one and ask him for a date and then call the other and ask him for a date?
Yeah, I mean, let's up these odds. It's a numbers game, right?
Okay, but wait, let's. So if the first one says yes, you still want us to call the second one?
Maybe. I don't know. And let's see what happens.
All right,
God.
screw it. We'll see what happens then. We'll play a song, come back,
All right.
and then call a bunch of people and try to get you a second date in your second date update, okay?
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.